Good morning, and call the meeting to order. And any items from the public? Nothing? All righty. Let's see. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda if there's no modifications or changes?
I would make a motion to approve the agenda for September 26, 2024.
Okay, have a motion to have a second.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Like sign opposed, motion carries. Purchase order log. Any questions for Tracy back there? I'll let her off scot-free then? No questions? Okay. Internal budget revisions, we don't have any. Change in status, we have a new hire recommendation received from the Honorable Sheriff Rob Blair for Samantha Lynn Johnson as a deputy clerk with the annual salary of $35,000. That's effective September the 30th, 2024. Change in status received from the Honorable Katie Delaghetti, prosecuting attorney for Claire Stansel. She is receiving an increase due to her taking on additional duties. Her salary will go from $43,500, to $44,500. That's effective was August the 1st, 2024. Change in status received from Jennifer Swisher from the for the step increases effective September the 16th, 2024. Chastity Lovelace is going from $28,276 to $60,024. Oh, I'm sorry, $58,000. Sorry, Caitlin.
It says pretty high rate.
Yeah, that was. Yeah. Sorry. Milwaukee. Okay, is going from $52,858 to $54,443. And Carla White is going from $58,881 to $60,058. And that's all we have for change in status. At approval of the minutes, everyone was present, so we can leave them in. We have a stop payment canceled check request from the finance office. Request for FY Ed Iron Justice Assistance JAG grant and bond release. Amberfield, Section 6, Phase 2, lots 121 through 126 and 131 through 136, the final plat. BCP file 2303-113, tied to BCP file 2010-281, 2010-281, and 2010-282, and number 054-18, with bond number SNN 4010178. Engineering Department has made that recommendation. And a bond release from Amberfield, Section 6, Phase 1, lots 114, 120, and 137 through 143. Final plat with BCP file number 2008-168. That's tied to BCP file 2010-218 and 058-14. And that's with bond tied to SNN 4010169. And the Engineering Department has made that recommendation. And another bond from Amberfield, Section 6, grading BCP file number R0009820, and that's tied to BCP file number 054-18, bond number SNN 4010163, and the engineering has made that recommendation. And one last one, bond reduction for Chempac Inc., Building Addition, BCP file 2311-379, tied to 21-002205-146 and 2210-0047, and the grading letter of credit 354. And that's recommended by the Engineering Department. Any questions for Doug on those? If not, can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any further discussion? I'm sorry. All those ayes have it. Correction of assessment logs. Mr. Hess. We're moving right along here this morning. Morning, sir. How are you?
Good. I think I got 6 taxpayer error corrections that to bring to you today, and all of them, well, I think all of them are, they reported vehicles, and then they said they didn't have them, so we had to bring them over as a taxpayer error. So we have those 6, total value $2,978.66.
Okay, you've heard the report. Do I have a motion for the exonerations for taxpayer error?
Taxpayer error, yes.
I have a motion to approve.
So moved.
I have a second.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Like sign opposed.
No.
Right, motion denied.
Okay, good, thank you.
Office error?
Do have office error, we have a total 15 that we had to correct for the reasons that's listed there. But, so we had to correct those and bring them. Total value for those 15 is $5,615.95.
Okay. You've heard the ask for the 15 tax exonerations due to office error. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Like sign opposed, motion carries.
Thank
That
you.
it? All righty. Board and meeting reports. Mr. Boyd.
All right. Had a CVB meeting this week. Business as usual. Tourism is down slightly. Berkeley County is not really down. We're staying steady where we're at right now. You know, we have a lot more different things going on here than other places in the state. So it has the state rethinking their marketing on what they're going to do with tourism advertising. They're looking at some different things to not just attract people to come to the state, but particular events and things of that nature. The Apple Harvest was awarded $5,000 grant for mostly for the parade for upcoming. Big thing that happened is the Apollo has lost their next 2 years of their seed grant that they had been approved for because they could not produce evidence of receipts and how the money was being spent, even after they tried to hold their hand and help them through it. So therefore, this year and next year, they will not get the money they had been approved to get, and they can reapply after next year.
What's that amount?
I believe the whole thing was $30,000 in total, and over the 3 years, or yes, $10,000 a year, I believe. I'll find out and tell you exactly, Eddie. But yes, they've been through some changes over there. Some different things have happened, and they've not been able to produce. And you know, they still don't have that marquee up. You know, they flubbed that with the city. Some things going on over there. I'm not sure. I don't know how we look at that or how it can be evaluated, but there's definitely some issues going on over there at the Apollo. That was kind of disappointing, especially, you know, Mark said they even tried to help them out, and they still couldn't get it together over there. Unfortunate. And then there was they also had a geocaching thing that they had a geocaching team building session with Berkeley County Chamber's leadership class. That's pretty much what sums up what's going on with the CVB. They did have Miss West Virginia came in to apply for theirs, but they were missing some things for next year's grant, so it was tabled. They're going to come back next month and try to go through their application for that.
Okay. That it?
That's all I got.
Very good. Mr. Catlett.
Yes, sir. Our senior service meeting yesterday, I missed it. It was only a 30-minute meeting, though, so it was the agenda was quite light. But last Thursday evening, my wife and I attended the Heroes Dinner at the Senior Center. It was the inaugural event for this, and it's going to become an annual event, and it's a fundraising event for the Senior Center. And this first year, it netted over $10,000. So very good. They were very, very pleased with the attendance and how smooth it went. And a lot of that credit goes to Becky Linton and her committee, of course, that set this all up. The highlight of my past week was certainly Tuesday when Commissioner Gogenaar and I, along with Abe Ashton and Brad Close from the Development Authority, drove up to Bridgeport. We met Jennifer there and several folks from Thrasher, and we toured the bridge. And Bridgeport, West Virginia. Say it was impressive is really underscoring how we really felt, but it's an amazing facility, particularly for a community the size. Bridgeport's about the size of Martinsburg, maybe a few less people. And the commitment they've made to the quality of life in that community is unbelievable. We had lunch at Oliverio's with the Thrasher group, hosted us, and then we went over to their office after lunch and met with the mayor of Bridgeport for about an hour. You know, and he expressed but what was amazing about it is the commitment that the city council, the mayor, and that community has made for quality of life. And since the beginning of the 1% sales tax for municipalities, Bridgeport was one of the 5 cities, including Martinsburg, that was able to do that. And they've put every single penny in quality of life. And they're raising now at this point she said about $5.2 million a year. It all goes to this facility, every penny. The revenue, they sold revenue bonds for $39 million to build the complex, and the payment's $2.1 million a year. And then the rest of it goes into operational costs for the facility, and whatever money they make on top of that, they turn around and spend the following year on improvements to that complex. It's at 80 acres out there or something.
120.
120 total. They're concentrated on about 80 acres, but just really impressive. And hopefully, if we ever get into the position with the 1% sales tax ourselves, we can commit the majority of it quality of life here in Berkeley County. That's something that we desperately need as we continue to grow. Yesterday morning, Commissioner Goganair met with the School Safety Committee again. It's a monthly meeting at the Board of Ed offices. The group that meets there includes all law enforcement in the community, school officials, elected officials. And I would say that if we ever have an incident, hopefully not here in Berkeley County with the school shooting, it's not going to be because we're trying to prevent it. And of course, if it were to happen, hopefully we're going to be in a position to address the issue as best we can. And the committee is really diligent. They work really hard, and there's just a lot of great conversation every month about what we can do to improve our school safety situation. So, and one of the keys to me, which is going on nationally now, is the fact that they're going after the parents when these kids are shooting up our schools and they happen to be underage. They're starting to go after the parents, and they need to do the same thing. There was a big discussion on the threats that we're getting from schools. Already here in Berkeley County, they've gotten 20 threats this year since the beginning of school. It hasn't even been 2 months yet. And of course, when they have a threat, they have to take it serious, and it consumes an awful lot of time of our law enforcement and our staff at the school board. But you have to follow through on it. And there again, though, we're going to try to make an effort with our legislature to let us come down on the parents if it's underage kids that are doing these threats and causing this issue, and try to get it reduced dramatically. So, and then later tonight, I do have an ambulance authority meeting here in our chambers here at 5 o'clock this evening. Thank you.
Anything else? That's it?
That's it.
All right. Eddie?
Yes, Mr. President. On Friday, had a subcommittee meeting with the Development Authority on our Government Affairs and Infrastructure Committee, and most of the discussion involved Potomac Edison. Thomas Busher there was representing Potomac Edison and talked about their growth plans and their needs today of the different agencies that are looking for additional power in the future. So they're working really hard to try and meet those needs. On Monday, of course, you and I were on WRNR radio. That's always a good half hour of discussion and questions, and it does. It moves right along. Later on that afternoon, met with 2 members of the Board of Education, the superintendent, their maintenance director, our planning staff and engineering staff, just to follow up from the meeting, from the planning commission meeting previous Monday to try and get us all on the right track and have good conversation moving forward so that we do have the dialogue that's necessary between our agencies and good positive dialogue. Later on that afternoon, I met with Landmarks. Their major discussion was the new subdivision regulations dealing with historic districts, in which, once again, our planning office was involved in that, as well as our legal staff. So they're very appreciative of that language that's there to protect the historic districts in the county. On Tuesday, as Commissioner Catlett mentioned, we went to Bridgeport, went to the bridge, and just an amazing facility, a 150,000 square foot facility with 6 basketball courts, a beautiful pool, a therapy pool, weightlifting, indoor running track, and a multi-purpose field up on the second level indoors. Just a beautiful facility, and we really wish we had something like that here. We just got to figure out how to do it. And then yesterday morning, as Commissioner Catlett mentioned, we had the school safety committee, and that's a very well-rounded group, and everybody there has the interest of the children and the school system and the public in general at our best thoughts to try to get out in front of stuff and get us prepared for if something does happen. That's about it.
That it? Okay, I didn't have any meetings other than on the radio with Eddie on Monday, right? Yes.
I did get the amounts there for the grants. There were 2 grants were $30,000 over 3 years, $10,000 a year for a possibility of 60 in total. They were given 10,000 times 2 for the first year of the grant.
Okay.
So it's been withdrawn for the next 2.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Reappointments. We have a couple here.
Yes, sir. I can make a motion to reappoint Clarence Martin III to the Landmarks Commission and Jeff Wilkerson of the City of Martinsburg. He's a very integral part with our LAPC. So I'd like to make a motion to reappoint both of those members.
Have a motion to have a
I
second.
would second that.
And a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Like sign opposed, motion carries. Chad, do you want to give us a little bit of brief before we have our bid opening? What for mid-size SUVs?
Yes, so you have issued an RFP for midsize SUVs. That was done on September 25th. That was put out to bid. Bids closed September 20, I'm sorry. It was put out to bid. Bids closed yesterday, September 25th, at 4 p.m. You have received 4 bids. You have a certification of publication attached. You still have 4 minutes until the posted time. If you would like, we could go ahead and
Let's do the,
handle the trick or treat.
yeah, let's do the trick or treat there.
Okay.
Go ahead, Lee. What is that day going to be?
So, as you know, the commission typically follows suit with the city of Martinsburg, who this year has set their trick or treat time for October 31st from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's being set as a rain or shine event, so there's no makeup date. The suggestion, if you so choose, would be to follow suit with the city of Martinsburg and set the trick or treat time for the county on October 31st. That's a Thursday evening from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay. You've heard the motion to approve, or you've heard the ask. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Like sign opposed, trick or treat is happening. Alrighty, and letter support from Mountaineer Recovery Village. We'll go ahead and do that too.
Okay. Dr. Jonathan Hardens is here, and I will let him speak to this letter.
Good morning.
Morning.
Who are you, sir?
Just to give a backdrop, the Mountain Air Recovery Village has been under construction for a couple of years. It's being established out in Kearneysville behind the present Mountain Air Recovery Center. The village is gone through the review process by the County Commission, the Department of Highways, and Panhandle Builders is our builder, and it's nearing completion, and we'll be anticipating having the construction finished sometime around the new year, depending upon a few subcontractors getting some things done. The reason for the letter of support is that the Semper Libri, which is the operator of the village, is requesting some assistance with startup funds from the West Virginia First Foundation, which has released its first initial opportunity grant to the nonprofits around the state. One of the requirements for those that are applying for aid with for recovery residences, which is what will be in the village, is that they have to be a certified agency with the West Virginia Association of Recovery Residences. Semper does have that certification, and part of the criteria for the application to the initial opportunity grant is that they require some kind of letter of support from a government agency. So hence the letter of support request from the county, and several of you have been out there, and we've always appreciated support and are simply asking for that letter of support. I did provide a template. Chad, I don't know if that's already been submitted to the...
Yes, sir, it has.
Okay, so if the wording is suitable, then we would just need that on your letterhead. If there's changes or questions about it, I'll be glad to respond to any concerns or questions you might have.
It was in our read ahead. Did everybody get a chance to take a look at it? So if we're all in agreement there, can I have a motion to approve the letter of support for Mountaineer Recovery Village, and I guess giving me the authority to sign?
Yes, sir, I'll make that motion that we approve the letter and give you the permission to sign the document.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Like sign. Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Still got 5 minutes, don't we?
No, you are.
Oh, right on time.
Right on
Okay.
time.
I was looking at the next one down. All righty, sir.
Well, we were on time, so
Don't cut yourself with that thing.
it's pretty dull. Thank goodness. I feel sorry for this envelope. So.
First bid is from, let's see, Hagerstown Ford for 2025 Ford Explorer. Lump sum price is $42,800.
Thing got a little dirty, didn't it? They ran over that one.
Trying to help you out here, Mr. President.
Never
Need all the help I can get, guys. So
There we go.
good thing we got good office staff. Bid number 2, One Nation Distribution, LLC, 2025 Ford Explorer, $54,949.99. And they are out of Neshannock or something, Avenue Suite 203, New Wilmington, PA. Been in a hurry to get it here.
Well, they were showing us that it has quality tires on it.
Fleet/government manager, I'll hereby certify. Thornhill Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
What was it? First part?
Thornhill.
Thornhill.
They are from Logan, West Virginia. You want an formal address? Okay. for a 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee. One lump sum of $39,330. That's it. One more?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The last one is from Kent Parsons Ford here in Martinsburg. 2024 Ford Escape all-wheel drive, $31,331.
I like that.
But it's for an Escape. What was this for? This wasn't a patrol vehicle.
Midside. I believe this is for the day report.
Day report. Okay.
That's what when I was trying to find it in here, I didn't see it.
All righty. With that being said, we can take a little bit of a break, and then we'll come back where we want to go on into executive session.
We gotta wait.
Oh, okay.
Wait here.
All righty, we'll go on break here.
Back on.
Okay, we're back in session. We're getting ready to go into executive session for economic development. Do I have a motion to go into executive session?
So move.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Like sign opposed, motion carries. We are in executive session.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we're out of executive session and no action to be taken. Since Mr. Barnhart's not here, would you do the honors, Mr. Boyd?
I would like to move
Oh, I'm
to,
sorry, hold on. Do we have any items from the public? I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Now,
like to move to recess, sir.
we are in recess. Thank you.